off the crossbar. Goal! And the Giants break off the proceed. And switch to left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
And joining us here on the Red Devils pregame show, it's Red Devils Junior Maggie Scally. Maggie, we're into the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Big expectations for this team. How have things gone so far this season for you guys?
I think things have gone really well recently, especially. I feel like we're really working well and gelling together as a team and just like doing stuff that like last year we didn't do as well, you know. I feel like we've been really successful.
So you mentioned gelling, Maggie. Last year's team struggled a bit, and we've got some new faces like yourself at varsity. How important is chemistry for a team?
I think it's really important. Like, you gotta like your teammates, you gotta work well together. I feel like all of us are friends on the team, which really helps us out.
So for yourself, you're a three-sport player here at Central. How is it just trying to keep track of everything going on? Field hockey, basketball, and your main sport, lacrosse.
I don't think it's too hard, you know. I always stay on top of school because academics is most important. But then, like, as soon as the sport switches, I kind of switch my mindset, you know, from field hockey to basketball and then basketball to lacrosse. And I play lacrosse year-round, so that really helps out, too.
Academics are most important. The teachers will be happy to hear that. That's Red Devils Junior Maggie Scally. Stay tuned next for Red Devils Field Hockey here on the HCTV live stream.
I'm Ryan McKeown, and thanks for tuning in to HCTV. On this special edition of Field Hockey, we are competing in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Championship tournament. Our Hunterdon Central's Red Devils had a bye in the first round, while our opponents, Belvidere County Cedars, defeated the High Point High School in the first round 4-0. This isn't our first time meeting against the County Cedars, as we played them on September 19th and defeated them 4-2. We have a new face on the field hockey streams, and that is Divian. How are you doing today, and what do you expect from the Red Devils tonight?
I'm doing good, thanks for asking. The Red Devils have been doing pretty good this season with their record 7-2-1, which is much improved from last year, which was 3-15. The Belvidere Cedars have also come from a two-game heat, which they beat Pingree 2-0, which Pingree has been known for their valued field hockey program, and they've also beat High Point in the first round of playoffs 4-0. Let's see what the Belvidere Cedars could do today against the Central Red Devils on Stewart Field.
Yeah, for sure. And we can't get into our heads that it's going to be an easy match. We've played them before and we won 4-2. We almost lost to Montgomery, so it was not good to keep our mindset that it's going to be an easy matchup. So now there's something bigger at stake. We're going to win the Hunterdon County Warren Sussex tournament.
So we are here at Stewart Field, and Hunterdon Central and the Belvidere Cedars are beginning play.
Okay, so Amanda Walker just passed it to Sloan Coddington, and the ball went out of bounds, and Sloan Coddington is going to bring it in for Hunterdon Central as it gone off a Belvidere County Cedars stick. And she passed it to Amanda Walker as she's going the other way on the field, getting swarmed by Addison Ehaz. Julian Labar is on the ball, passed it to Madison Denker. Sloan Coddington passed it the other way to Amanda Walker, and Emerson Labar was on the ball. Possession is with, there's been several whistles been blown. Possession is unclear right now, and it's now with the Belvidere County Cedars as Autumn Maxwell has hit the ball to, and now Julian Labar is on the possession, and Possession remains with the Belvidere County Cedars.
Looks like the Cedars here are going to be taking the corner.
Mhm.
You see Central getting ready inside the goal post, ready to on the defense. The Cedars here all lined up around the arc, trying to get an opportunity here. Cedars looking for the opportunity here, trying to get the shot in.
Blocked by Sloan Coddington. So, Adriana Duda passed it to Caitlin Redmond. Caitlin Redmond is on the possession, and Jillian Labar hit it out, and Caitlin Redmond has possession of the ball. Passed it to Jocelyn Sponzo, aka Jossie, and Emerson Labar has possession over the ball, and Jillian Labar is on it. And now, a whistle was blown. Jillian Labar will have possession and hit it in for the Belvidere County Cedars.
Jillian Labar, only a sophomore, has been a big impact for the Cedars this year. She's their leading point scorer with 20 points. And she's a forward, and let's see what she could do here against the Red Devils.
Jelly Chanel is getting swarmed by the County Cedars. Number 12, Autumn Maxwell. And Jelly Chanel has been on the possession. She's a leader of this team, for sure, in the offensive categories. Whistle has been blown by the ref, pointing at one player.
Looks like they call obstruction there.
For sure, that's probably what happened. As Maggie Scally passed it to Jelly Chanel. But Jillian Labar got in the way of it. Redmond tried passing it to Chanel, but Labar got in the way of it. Maggie Scally on the possession. Passed it to Jossie Sponzo. But I think there was a slash on the stick, possibly. Was the whistle called for? Redmond passed it out. Lucia Capone couldn't get it, and it's now Jillian Labar hitting it in for the County Cedars. The County Cedars passed it to Cassandra Constantino. And Jossie Sponzo got tripped by Belvidere County Cedar. And the possession has been turned over to the Belvidere County Cedars. Actually, yeah, it has. And Jillian Labar will pass it to her teammates. You have anything you want to commentate or add, Vivian?
Yeah, looks like Central here has had a majority of the possession today. Obviously, Central here, the better ranked team. But let's see what the Cedars could do today. They've also had a 2-game winning streak, so.
For sure, we can't count them out. Belvidere had upset a top program for field hockey in the state, Pingree, which is very, very good for them. It gives them a morale boost, and they said, hey, if we can beat Pingree, we can beat Central, but Central has to quell that morality for.
Yeah, Jillian Labar there led the team against the win against Pingree with 2 goals in the first and third quarter. Let's see if she could score any points here, trying to upset against Central.
The winner of this round heads to the quarterfinals for the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Big tournament for 3 counties. It just shows you're the best out of the 3 counties. And now Hunterdon Central has been awarded a short corner, and I think Amanda Walker will be hitting it in like usual. And Belvidere is doing the same strat as Hunterdon Central. Shot goes in! Hunterdon Central with the 1-0 lead against the Belvidere County Cedars. Unfortunately, we couldn't figure out who
Caitlin Redmond.
Caitlin Redmond? Caitlin Redmond got the final touch. Good job, Div. I'm blind.
Hey, parents, who had that? Who had that? Anyone know? Amanda Walker.
Amanda Walker.
Really?
Amanda Walker got the final touch. Central leads 1-0 against the Belvidere County Cedars. And Amanda Walker improves her record to 17 points in the season. We are going to have a face-off. Jossie Sponzo will take the face-off for Hunterdon Central.
Hunterdon Central has had majority of possession this game.
Actually, no. Go ahead. Sorry.
Looks like the Cedars are going to need to get something offensively, and that's exactly what you do not want, to lose possession there by Constantino, I think. Constantino, yep. And let's see what Belvidere Cedars could do here on Stewart Field.
Madeline Cardo's sophomore, 4 points in the season, gained possession for the County Cedars. They've been trying to swarm Amanda Walker. She's a very offensive threat. She goes to Rider University. She's going to be going to Rider University for field hockey, as Hunterdon Central has been awarded another short corner. A famous phrase, if you did not know, is called sardines in a can. Divian, do you know what it means?
Yeah, I've heard that saying before. Sardines in a can, because of all the defense inside the can, which is the goal.
Yeah, for sure. Redmond to Scally. Scally to, I think, maybe Schnell.
It looks like...
Goal for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
And Hunterdon Central leads 2-0 against the Belvidere County Cedars.
Jossie Sponzo.
I think Jossie Sponzo takes the goal.
Jossie Sponzo.
Jossie Sponzo possibly got the final touch.
To Jossie Sponzo.
From the assist from Maggie Scally.
Red Devils by number 2, Jossie Sponzo.
Jocelyn Sponzo.
No one yelled up the correct. Someone usually does.
Amanda Walker has possession. Anna Susie. Actually, no, that's Anna Susie. Actually, kicked it out for Hunterdon Central. And
if you're Central right now, a 2-0 lead right now in the first quarter is exactly what you want, especially in your first game in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex, a team that hasn't been very reputable in the past couple of years, wants to try to make the reputation known with the great season so far, 7-2-1, a great win here and a great moving on in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex could really lead them to contenders in the finals.
for sure. And if you're Belvidere, being down 2-0 seems like a very big hole to dig yourself out of. So with this big hole you have to dig out of, you have to find a way to get it behind Danica Podniker and make it impossible for her to save it.
Looks like obstruction was called there on Central.
Yeah, and I think Cassandra Constantino had possession and hit it in. An odd-man rush as Emerson LeBar maybe has possession.
The red here trying to get this ball or as quickly down the field as possible, trying to get as little defense as possible so they could score here as they are down 2 points.
Coddington to Amanda Walker. Walker trying to regain possession. Emerson LeBar has made it really hard for her to keep possession. Ashley Gebhardt with possession as she has a brushes down the field. Schnell trying to keep it in as she did. Schnell to Gebhardt. Gebhardt to Walker. Schnell trying to get it past the goaltender. Whistle has been blown. Finger was pointed to, I think.
That was another great opportunity there for Central, trying to get a score. You saw Amanda Walker there, trying to give support to Jelly Schnell and her other forwards. Fortunately, Central just couldn't get that one inside the box.
And Jossie Sponza's possession as she passes it to Gebhardt. Gebhardt passes it to, I think, Walker. And Hunterdon Central has been awarded another short corner as the defenders for the Belvidere County Cedars enter the goal. And Amanda Walker will be taking the short corner for Hunterdon Central. One goal is scored on a short corner attempt for Hunterdon Central, or on both. I think on one short corner attempt for Hunterdon Central. Amanda Walker is really good at getting these short corners out, creating offensive chances for this squad. And Jossie Sponzo to Maggie Scally, Anna Susie to Gebhardt, I think. And Hunterdon Central with another goal, 3-0, Hunterdon Central. Who do you think got the final touch? We are getting clarification who got the final touch.
Anyone see?
Looks like Redmond had that one
Redmond?
as well.
Kaylin Redmond with the final touch, getting into the goal. Kaylin Redmond
18.
increasing the lead to 3-0 for Hunterdon Central against the Belvidere County Cedars.
Kaylin Redmond this year has already had a goal. Looks like that'll be her second one. Who is a senior here.
And a Susie to Cassie Stallwood. No. Yeah, I think that's Cassie.
See a foot chase there, but it looks like that ball will just end up going out of bounds.
And Addison Haas will hit it in for the Belvidere County Cedars.
Looks like Amanda Walker has been subbed out.
Yeah, Amanda Walker is a very big offensive key for Hunterdon Central. She's a big cornerstone for this program. Like we said earlier, she is a Division I commit. 2 college commits on this team for field hockey, Amanda Walker being one of them. The other college commit we have is Adriana Duda. She's going to be going to Kane University, a D3 program, good for field hockey. As Schnell was on
Looks like the
number 9.
They call kick on Schnell. Looks like it'll be the Cedars ball.
Yep, that will be Jillian Labar with hitting it in. Labar lifted it to Autumn Maxwell. As Scally got the possession, ended up passing it to Emerson Labar. The Labar sisters have been really good for this team for Belvidere. They're cornerstones for that program.
Yeah, the Labar sisters, one a senior, one a sophomore, have been doing great for the Cedars. The senior has 4 points to 1 goal and 2 assists, while Jillian Labar, the sophomore forward, is the points leader with 9 goals, 20 points, and 2 assists.
Shot goes wide for the Belvidere County Cedars as Olivia Francescino shoots it away from the goal. Danica Podniker had no need to move out of the net. Just let it go by. Good job by Hunterdon Central, limiting their chances. 6-slash against Redmond, and Jillian Labar with the ball. It's very dangerous. She is their cornerstone for the program. Labar and Rowinski have been chasing it. Labar has possession. Another Rowinski fighting for possession against Labar. Whistle is blown, and Belvidere will hit it in.
Central hasn't had many opportunities on defense to clean up. Looks like that'll be their first defensive opportunity. It looks like it'll be a short corner here for the Belvidere Cedars.
Yep, and usually Hunterdon Central likes to have 3 defenders with Danica Podniker, and one of them being outside the net, either being Lucia Capone or Adriana Duda being outside the net. And this time I think they're going with Capone outside the net. That short corner attempt, Emerson Labar with the ball to Jillian Labar. Stopped by Danica Podniker and the defense of Hunterdon Central.
That was a great defensive play by Hunterdon Central there. Jillian Labar, good shot on target there for the sophomore. Just couldn't get that one to go in.
Dangerous lift called against Adriana Duda as it goes by Olivia Francescino's head. That ball is hard. It's like it's harder than a lacrosse ball. Put it in perspective. Number 5, Evan Orchuli will have the ball, but Jelly Schnell intercepted the reception, passed it to Ashley Gebhardt. Ashley Gebhardt tried to be stopped.
Good
by
passing
Madison
there by
Denker.
Central.
Schnell got her ball intercepted by Emerson Labar. Scally versus Francescino. Francescino has possession for the ball. Actually, no. Scally was awarded possession. Scally passes it to Gebhardt, but missed. Just got wide to Gianna Francescino.
In the box.
Let's talk about their goaltender for Belvidere's goaltender. Belvidere's goaltender is a young goaltender. She's class of 2027, Lila Smith. As the first quarter concludes, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back actually. There was an unplayed possession for Hunterdon Central. As there's a short corner. Whacked, whiffed by.
Central just sticks.
Another short corner has been awarded. Jocelyn Sponzo will take it for Hunterdon Central. And I think the County Cedars are following the same plan as the Central with their defense on these short corners. Redmond with possession. Ball goes too wide. Hunterdon Central read the quarters end as the unplayed possession has concluded. Has gained possession again. This has been a crazy first quarter. 3 goals within the first quarter. How do you feel about that, Div?
Hunterdon Central has been doing great offensively. Their defense hasn't really had to worry about much. Let's hopefully the Red Devils can keep this up this whole game.
For sure. It's an unnaturally hot day for the fall, isn't it?
Yeah, as for upper 80s today, especially on the turf, it would be extra hot today with another at around 10-12 degrees. Looks like these girls are looking up to 90 degrees on there.
Yeah, gym class had to play football in this weather, so I can feel them. I can feel their pain. I mean, I was forced to play football in gym class.
Yep. Looks like here the Cedars are going to take possession.
Yeah, Emerson LeBar has been having a lot of possession alongside her sister Jillian. Hunterdon Central has possession. Capone got her stick slashed by Cassandra Constantino. Capone will have possession. Capone will start from the 50-yard line of the football field. Speaking of football, we have our homecoming game this Friday against, I think, Hillsborough High School.
Does look like that. Looks like Central here will take ball.
No dangerous lift called on Maggie Scally.
The Cedars take that one back, but it looks like Central quickly regains possession. Redmond tries to get that one inside. He's not able to. Capone trying to play good defense. Scally with the interception there.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central has been on fire in the recent, and Schnell had a clear shot, but something was called against Schnell, and Emerson LeBar has possession. And Gebhardt quells.
Capone there, struggling to get that one out.
Yeah, for sure. And Schnell tries to defeat the Belvidere player number 9, Madison Danker has possession. Schnell to Redmond.
Redmond wins that possession. Looks like it's knocked out of bounds by Jillian LeBar.
Jillian LeBar, main cornerstone for this program. Most likely, if there was a team banquet, she'll probably win team MVP. Lila Smith, good save against Scally.
You could just see that the Red Devils today are putting in the effort, putting in the hustle, as they know that this is a match to win. It is a Hunterdon Warren Sussex match. It is a tournament match. And they want to win that Hunterdon Warren Sussex title this year, as they show like they are good contenders.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it's the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament title that will bring the program back from its last year, bring this program back to good reputation, as they had a pretty bad season last year.
Yeah, they've also switched Skyline Conference regions. It looks like they have switched from Delaware to Raritan this year.
Yeah, and I think Gebhardt's goal was not awarded to the team, although it went in the
So the
corner.
penalty was called previously.
Yep.
Lucia Capone. Looks like she hits that one out of bounds. Lucia Capone here playing field hockey, but you could also see her sometimes at the pickleball club.
Yeah, I think she also plays lacrosse for Hunterdon Central, and I think triple threat elite or steps. A lot of these field hockey players are dual or tri-sport athletes. One tri-sport athlete, an example, is Maggie Scally. Outside of field hockey, she plays basketball for the Hunterdon Central Lady Red Devils basketball team, and she also plays lacrosse in the spring. As Hunterdon Central takes the lead 4-0 against Belvidere County Cedars. Unknown who got the last touch.
Looks like that was Ella Rowinski getting that goal.
Goal scored by number 14, Ella Rowinski.
According to Div, the last touch was Ella Rowinski.
And with 4 goals scored in this first half of the game.
First 20 minutes of the game, 4 goals have been scored. A goal within 5 minutes. For Hunterdon Central.
Central here has been doing a great job offensively. Belvedere clearly can't get anything on defense. It looks like Julian Labar can't get any shots beside that first shot that they got. And it looks like Belvedere here are going to need a new game plan. Trying to get some more shots going. Trying to get some more opportunities in the arc. Trying to get that shot and get some more short corners. Let's see what they can do here after this. After play resumes.
The problem with the Belvedere team is that they only have one goaltender. If Lila Smith is letting in several goals in the game, they can't take her out. She's their only goaltender. She's their only last line of defense. For Hunterdon Central, they have the advantage that they have an extra goaltender being Kelly Weaver. And for this year, Danica Podnicker has been mainly the starter for this team.
Defense has also been big impact of laying goals. Changing up your play style and defense could also mean that the Cedars could get something going offensively, getting that bar up to the forwards, and hopefully they could score.
Yeah, like you said earlier, defense is very important. If you guys don't have a good defense cohesion, your team is going to likely suffer. And Belvedere is having that in this period, as they're down by 4. A very big hole to dig yourself out of in field hockey. For example, we lost to Bridgewater Raritan by 4 goals. We were shut out by them.
Looks like here Amanda Walker will still not be back in play.
This Hunterdon Central team doesn't have to rely on Amanda Walker for offense. Many players have gotten goals in the net, such as Rowinski, and I think in Redmond too. And other key players, such as Scally, Gebhardt, have been helpful with this team. So this team has depth all around.
You see Central here getting their defense going, not having to use it so much this game.
As Redmond is fighting Constantino for possession, as Evan Orchuli has intercepted it. And Edo checks in for the first time in this game. She plays midfield and she plays forward.
The current junior has been doing a great job for Central here, offensively and defensively in the last couple of games.
For sure, and Celino Edo is really good on the face-off. One task with it.
You can see here Central just passing the ball here. It looks like Belvedere here getting the ball. Looks like that is Julian Labar.
Yeah, sophomore intercepted Redmond's pass earlier. As Evan Orchuli has gained possession. Scally intercepting the possession, goes out. And possession has been awarded to Central as it go off the Belvedere player's stick. Whistle was called. Redmond just has to redo the pass inside, keeping it in bounds. Also another game tonight for HCTV viewers after this. Boys soccer against Gill St. Bernard's. Just a normal game, as Gill is a private school. What do you think about Central and their odds in winning the game, Div?
Gail St. Bernard has been known for the great soccer program. Let's see what Central and their offense and defense could do to win today.
Central is a known soccer school in Hunterdon County for sure. They have juggernaut teams, plenty of clubs like NJ14 and CAPS around the area.
Copa.
And Copa.
CAPS is known as Copa currently. But
Really?
Let's.
Have not been familiar with that change. I also know they have NJ Premier Soccer too, and PDA and other programs.
Field hockey clubs around. Omega has been a big and popular one.
For sure. I know Salino Edo plays on Omega with rivals from North Hunterdon and Voorhees. I also know Neve Fromberger plays for Omega. Omega's up in Pittstown, New Jersey, so plenty of players from North and Voorhees are in that squad. Some Central players too. Field hockey is a growing sport in Hunterdon County. What can we tell you?
Looks like the Red bring this one in. Looks like they'll retake this one. Actually, looks like Central will take this one.
I think that is Rowinski on the possession. Rowinski to, I think, Sponzo. To Capone. As Evan Orchuli intercepted it, but Scally said nope. Passed it to number 22.
Central here having some options.
Chiariaro. Chiariaro checks in for the first time for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Hunterdon Central can change players so many times because of their depth. In hot field hockey, you have unlimited substitutions. It's not like other sports where you have a limited amount of subs.
Looks like the Cedars will take this one.
Yeah, I think as Yarrow hit it out of bounds.
Cedars trying to get this one downfield. Cedars haven't really been able to get much possession this game.
Olivia Joffrey just checking in for the Devils too. So much depth on this roster, it's crazy.
Looks like the Cedars here trying to get this ball upfield. They need something to happen, especially in the second quarter, to boost their momentum, trying to get some morale back, hopefully trying to win this game.
Ooh, shot goes wide as Maggie Scally tried to get it in. The momentum is very important in a field hockey game, as you mentioned earlier, Div. If you don't have the momentum, your team will struggle.
Looks like Sienna DiPaolo and Ollie and Olivia Geoffrey have both subbed in.
Yep. Hunterdon Central has so much depth. It's crazy. You can do any combination and it can work. And that's what is important about building a team, is having the ability to have the depth for your roster. As Redmond has possession and she's getting swarmed by the sophomore Jillian Labar. And the difference between these teams is that this team is old, this Hunterdon Central team. They have juniors and seniors on this roster. Edo is chasing it to prevent the Belvidere player as Gianna Francescino has gained possession.
Looks like the Cedars are going to take this one. Central, though, prepared to get this ball back at any second.
Scally stopped the lift by Francescino. Getting swarmed by Cedars players. Passed it to Edo. Edo tried to get in. Shot blocked. And Central was awarded a short corner. And this time they're going to let Jossie Sponzo, again, Jossie Sponzo taking the short corner. I think Central's been successful on, I think, 1 out of their 3 short corners attempts.
Looks like Central here trying to sub out players as much as possible today, as they don't want to tire their players out. They want to look in the long term, try to get these players ready for their next 100 Warren Sussex games and other games in the future.
I also think they are subbing in their players just to switch it up, keep the Belvidere County Cedars off balance. As Scally scores the goal, giving Central the lead, 5-0. Maggie Scally. Maggie Scally.
Maggie Scally there, sophomore transfer from Immaculata, has been a great unit this year on field hockey. She had a great season at Immaculata High School last year. This year she's bringing her talent to Hunterdon Central.
Very good job by Maggie Scally. She's been known for her good ball battles against other opponents and scored an opening goal in a key game for the Hunterdon Central. Yeah, she is a 3-4 player, as our producer Jim Johnson has mentioned. Yeah, she plays basketball for the Lady Devils and she plays lacrosse. And she got into a very prestigious program alongside Kaden Brandt, the Ali Mastriani Lacrosse Academy, for a class of 2025, 2026, and 2024 players, top in the state of New Jersey.
Looks like the Cedars here had an opportunity. Looks like they're going to keep the opportunity here. That was actually Postma trying to get this ball in the field, but she was surrounded by Central defense.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central has been swarming the Belvidere County Cedars, minimizing their chances as they're down a very big deficit. Julian Barr passed it to Ashley Postma. Ball goes wide. Oh, and Postma's down, giving the possession to number 15, Sienna DePaula. She's going to hit it from the 15-yard line to Maggie Scally. That pass got intercepted by number 13, Madeline Cardos, as it goes wide.
So that's Olivia Geoffrey chasing that ball down.
Yep. Olivia Geoffrey, very good defensive player for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, as Selena Edo has regained possession from Julian LeBar. Kiara Yarrow being swarmed by Madison Denker. And Cassie Stallwood checks in for this game. Coach Sponzo has been very good with spreading out the playing time evenly, making sure the players don't get tired out, which is very important for a big game like this.
Yeah, of course. It looks like Central here trying to pass the ball more around, less worried about trying to get this ball into the goal. Obviously, they want to create a bigger lead, but right now they're just trying to kill time, not to gas their players out, and just to keep enough pressure where the Beavers don't try to make any moves offensively.
Yeah, the County Cedars are trying to get chance after chance, but Hunterdon Central has been quelling their chances as the final minute is elapsing.
The girls in the red in this first half aren't able to do anything offensively. Have gotten a couple of shots, got one or two corners, but besides that, it looks like the Cedars are struggling here offensively with 30 seconds. Looks like this quarter will end here at score 5-0, Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
Belvidere, in Belvidere's mind, it feels very defeating right now, and they have to figure out an appropriate game plan to make sure they can get back in this game as the final 11 seconds elapse for the half. So, Div, how do you feel so far about this game?
Looks like Central is less and less worried after time goes on, with less time remaining for the Cedars to score, and Central already having a 5-goal lead. Looks like they don't have anything to worry about this game.
We'll be right back for more field hockey action.
Ease. And Belvidere, if they really want to start coming back to this game, they really have to put more aggression, put more effort into this defense, try to get some more goals.
For sure, as Scally fighting Posma for possession. Celino Edo trying to recover the ball. Front of Central. Edo. Had a pass meant for, I think, Geoffrey, but it went too wide. As Kiriaro tried to keep it in for Hunterdon Central. Jocelyn Sponzo maintains possession, trying to get past several County Cedars, but her pass was blocked by number 5, Evan Orchuli. So Div.
Looks like there's some pushing and shoving over there by the far sideline.
Yep.
Looks like Belvidere will end up with the possession.
So what would you think the mascot of the County Cedars would be?
Looks like the Cedars mascot. Looks like usually their name is only the Belvidere Cedars, but the County Cedars they don't really go by. I really wouldn't know, Mariah.
So that's fair.
Looks like DePaulo here has possession.
Sienna DePaulo also plays bowling for Hunterdon Central.
Yes, Sienna DePaulo does play bowling. Has been a big influence on the varsity bowling team last year. See, hopefully she could bring that team back to its once glory days.
For sure. As number 13, Madeline Cardos gained possession for the County Cedars. Anna Susi just checked in to the game for Hunterdon Central. Anna Susi, a key part of the team with passing and playmaking for sure. And Redmond on the possession. Francesino intercepted it.
Central here having possession here upfield again. Looks like they're getting more opportunities. Edo here with the ball gets inside. Looks like Edo takes a body there.
Possible green card? No. No green card called. Sponzo. Scally's going to take the possession for Hunterdon Central. Whiffed it. Possession goes back to Belvidere.
Scally called on a dangerous shot there as her stick went above her waistline.
Yep, a dangerous whiff. Edo, so close to making it, shot goes wide. So close to increase the lead to 6, to potentially have a running clock. During halftime, we found out if your team is leading by 6 goals in a field hockey game, as we are close to that, you do not stop the clock for any reason. So Div, as them being student athletes, how's school going for you?
You know, student athletes, you know, it's very hard to manage both schoolwork and activities and sports, especially with Central having great athletic programs, from great fall programs like soccer, field hockey, girls soccer, basketball in the winter, as well as great lacrosse program, volleyball program here as well.
Ice hockey too.
Ice hockey as well.
And softball and baseball.
Yep, and softball and baseball. You have to look at how much time and effort it takes for all these players on Stewart Field and all the other student athletes. You know, it's a great achievement being an athlete, but being a student as well makes things very difficult.
For sure. I mean, in high school, you're assigned tons and tons of homework. I have to, for me, despite being not an athlete, but I'm in several clubs and work for the TV station here, still have to study for my APES exam. I have to do Algebra 2 homework. It's quite grueling, but it's all worth it in the end.
Looks like here Belvidere will take possession of the ball.
As LeBar hits it in.
Looks like Central is cleaning this one up. It looks like Central will regain possession. Whistle called.
I think Scally's going to have to start from the 50-yard line or 45-yard. I think the 50-yard is where she will be hitting it from. Actually, the 45. That's right.
Looks like Belvidere's defense is going to clean this one. Contact between, looks like that is Michiko and Central.
Michiko trying to set up an offensive opportunity. Sponzo trying to hit it in. Dribbled it. Passed it to another teammate. Susie gains possession off that Belvidere player. Shot goes wide. Try to get into possession of Michiko.
Looks like here Belvidere is going to take this one.
Most likely, possibly slash the stick maybe. Heard a lot of sticks making noise. Jocelyn Sponzo gained possession for Central. Something's brewing. But LeBar quelled what was brewing for the Red Devils. As there's 8 minutes left in the period.
Looks like Jocelyn Sponzo here, passing it back to Edo. Looks like they lose it. Looks like that's LeBar getting that ball back. Looks like Ollie Geoffrey tries to take a swing, does not get contact.
Surprisingly, no whistle called. Dangerous lift on Central.
Looks like Amanda Walker has rejoined this game.
Yep, she has. Very key cornerstone for Hunter Central with their offense.
Hunter Central here has been on a 3-game winning streak, trying to keep this one going with 4 games. Let's see how they can keep this momentum leading into going further into the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Hopefully they could bring a title home.
Yeah, we've been longing for that title for the longest time. After Hunterdon Central, especially after that last season going 3-15, this title will bring some reputation to the program, a better one from that last season.
Yeah, Belvidere though right now have a 4-4 record, which is 500. And last year though they had an 11-8 record, but they have lost a couple of seniors who have been big impact on their team.
Hunter Central have been awarded a short corner. Something fishy happened around the crease. As actually no, it's a long corner. Maybe it's a short corner. Anyway, Central has been awarded a corner.
It's like what you say, right? Sardines in a can.
Yeah, I've actually coined that statement. Yeah.
Central passing it around the arc, trying to get a shot in, does not.
Yeah, as Edo's opportunity to create that for Hunter and Central has been quelled by that Belvedere player. Geoffrey, possession to Edo. Whistle has been blown. Edo with possession.
Trying to get that one inside, doesn't get it. Looks like the Red are going to take this one back out.
Hunter and Central's field hockey team will be completely different this year. You're going to see the same juniors from this year.
Hunter and Central's field hockey does have a majority of their team is seniors, so let's see what underclassmen or upperclassmen will fill in those roles next year.
Most likely the juniors from this year will probably stay for next year's roster. Another whistle has been blown. Hunter Central takes the corner as the Belvedere players goes into the goal, or as I like to call it, the can. As Central is getting into formation, Amanda Walker will take the corner.
Let's see what Amanda Walker here and the rest of her team could do here. Trying to get a score here. Stallwood with the shot.
Stallwood, good shot. Edo, Stallwood.
So close, and it looks like that's Amanda Walker.
Amanda Walker, almost hat trick watch. I think that's Amanda Walker. Amanda Walker got the final touch. Possible hat trick watch for Hunterdon Central.
Amanda Walker, the captain of the ladies here today.
Yeah, and as Central hit that 6-goal threshold, this clock will not be stopped.
And it looks like running clock will be occurring from now on to the end of the game, unless Belvidere here scores. Belvidere going on a run here, trying to get something going, and looks like Central's defense
Going into the goal. As 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the quarter. The only time the clock will be stopped is when changing quarters.
Looks like Belvidere here getting ready. They really need a goal here to even get close to winning this game.
Ponaker must stop this. She actually kicked it out, preventing that offensive opportunity.
And Central trying to get this one out, and it looks like Belvidere will have another.
No,
Looks like Central.
they're not getting another corner as they're throwing their gear away. That was a very good advantage kill by Hunterdon Central, preventing that short corner opportunity by Belvidere.
Oh, Belvidere,
Shot
they're
goes wide.
trying to get a shot in. Getting a goal here is exactly what Belvidere needs. Trying to get back into this tournament, trying to get back into this game here on Stewart Field, especially with the weather today. Fatigue is a factor, and you just can't have these ladies get too tired before they lose hope.
Yeah, the heat is no joke. It's very rare for it to be 80 degrees in the fall of New Jersey. You're most likely expecting maybe lower 70s, mid 60s. But now it's upper 80s, and it's not something we're used to here. But as the climate keeps changing, it's something we have to get used to.
Great touch there by Stallwood. Just can't get that one to go to Geoffrey.
As 2 minutes of the running clock for this quarter is remaining. Hunterdon Central has been really good at trying to prevent Belvidere's chances. An odd man rush. Stopped by Duda.
Belvidere here.
Oh god, this is stressful.
Looks like a goal kick there, Duda.
No corner. Ponaker slapped it out of the air with her blocker.
Central just gonna take this one out.
If you're Belvidere, you want to have that, prevent that running clock, but if you can't do it, it keeps running. And they only have 16 minutes and 11 seconds to even make the game even.
Central has done a great job today locking down the red in their defensive front. They've been also doing a great job scoring with 6 goals, 2 goals here by Amanda Walker, the captain of the team, who is actually committed Division 1 to Rider University.
She's going to be staying in New Jersey and playing Division 1 field hockey in the MAAC, the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. For the Rider Broncos, go Bronx! As there's 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Hunterdon Central gains possession. I think Geoffrey passes it in. Pass intercepted by Emerson LeBar of the County Cedars for Belvidere.
Looks like Belvidere keeps play. Belvidere here looks like it has an opportunity.
Shot goes
Misses.
wide. Goes into the other field hockey goal
A
as
goal
the
there
third
right
quarter.
before the half, or
has
before the
elapsed.
quarter, excuse me, would be something that Belvidere needed, as it would boost their momentum, but it looks like it will still remain 6-0 here at the end of the third quarter.
We will be right back for the fourth corner. Welcome back to fourth quarter of Hunterdon Central versus Belvidere in field hockey. Central remains the running clock as they are in the lead by 6-0. As the Red Devils gain possession, creating pressure for the Belvidere Red. This is one wild game. Hunterdon Central has been taking a very, very massive lead on their county Cedars.
Yeah, 6-0 is a great lead here for Hunterdon Central, especially for a HWS tournament game. 6-0 is exactly what you want if you were the Red Devils.
Yeah, and an offensive opportunity goes wide for Hunterdon Central. And if you're Belvidere, you want to stop that running clock rule, but it's looking very hard for them as they can't connect and finish on goals.
They also want to get this ball upfield as quick as possible, try to get as many goals as possible. Looks like this will be Belvidere's possession.
As Emerson LeBar hits it to
Ollie Geoffrey doesn't get the best touch here.
slap at the...
Olivia Geoffrey.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Olivia Geoffrey passes it to Coddington. Possible hat trick watch for Amanda Walker.
Yeah, Amanda Walker has just been so good here on the offensive front for Hunterdon Central. She is the lead goal scorer, and she has done a great amount for the Hunterdon offense.
For sure, and with her academics, for sure, with the D1 program she's committed, she is definitely a leader in and off the field. And Asusi trying to block that attempt by a Haas. Haasma. And Belvidere player Olivia Francescino hits it out.
Looks like that is Ollie Geoffrey going to take this one back in.
Olivia Geoffrey, defensive player, really good at making plays and preventing Belvidere's attempts.
Olivia Geoffrey always looks like she's energetic, always doesn't look like, never looks like she's running out of energy. That's just what Central wants.
Field hockey is a game of endurance, Divian.
Yep, especially in this long, and especially in the heat. Like today, you need as much energy as possible to make sure that you're not letting any opportunities go through you.
And endurance is crucial. You need to make sure you're able to keep an appropriate amount of speed while not running out of fuel in your tank. Hunterdon Central has been proving that theory to be true. Hunterdon Central moving upfield. Cassie Stallwood possession. Stallwood got the ball taken by Emerson LeBar. Gebhardt prevented LeBar's advances. Redmond back on the field, or it's been on the field. Either way, Redmond's on possession.
Hunterdon Central here.
Redmond
Wanted to get this ball back in, but it looks like the ref is going to tell her to take another 5 yards back.
dangerous whiff, possibly. No.
She doesn't make clear contact with the ball. Trying to get this ball in. I think that is Ella Rowe. Cassie Stallwood.
That was Stallwood. Not called a goal as there was a whistle, but now a short corner has been, or a long corner has been awarded to Hunterdon Central. And this time taking the long corner is Ella Rowinski. She's taken a lot of long corners against Montgomery when we played them.
Looks like Hunterdon Central getting in the formation for this corner.
Yep.
Ella Rowe getting this one in. Stallwood doesn't get a good touch on it.
Yeah, and Redmond gets on the possession. Field hockey is a game of precision for for any school in general. You have to make sure you're getting it on the right side of the stick, or if it hits your body, it goes to the other team. If it's the wrong
Great
side of the
move
stick.
there by Gebhardt.
Yeah, Gebhardt did a good move. And the possession for field hockey is very, very hard, as you have to keep it on one side of the stick and make sure it doesn't hit your body or the other side of the stick.
You can see here all around Stewart Field, looks like boys soccer here at 6 o'clock is getting ready to start here after this match. So please stay tuned on HCTV and we will be broadcasting that to you as well.
Yeah, we're seeing someone decked out in Hunterdon Central soccer gear heading into the stands.
It's Coach John.
Really?
The head varsity coach, talking to the athletics director,
Yeah,
Jesse Spencer.
and our producer, Jim Johnson. So, outside of field hockey, college sports has been buzzing.
Yeah, I agree with football and all of the sports in season right now. College sports. Many of these ladies hopefully trying to take their career into college.
Either in field hockey or another sport they specialize in. So, Div, who's your college football team?
I haven't really been the biggest college fan, but I've always rooted for Michigan, as I have family who have gone there and are going there right now.
Really? That's super cool. I'm pretty familiar with their quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, number 9. It's been pretty good for the team. Very good with fans. My team, similar to Jesse Spencer, LSU.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers. The Bayou Bengals. Unfortunately, we suffered a very big conference loss against Ole Miss. 49-55 was the final score, as we dropped down to 3-2. Our other loss being to Florida State in the Camping World. Football game was very tragic. I was very, very depressed as a fan.
Looks like Central here gets the ball inside, but it looks like the Cedars trying to get this ball out.
Still running clock as we're still at the 6-0 lead. Joffrey trying to prevent this attempt. Does successfully as Coddington gains possession. With 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in the quarter, Hunter Central must keep this lead to keep the running clock situation going. Redmond to another Hunter Central player. I think that's Schneller Sponzo.
Looks like that is Lucia Capone.
Lucia Capone. The numbers are not easy to see from this viewpoint, especially on the other side of the field.
Looks like that is a goal here
For the County
Belvidere.
Cedars. We didn't know who got the final touch, but this ends the running clock rule as we now lead by 5. Hunterdon Central 6, Belvidere 1. It's going to be a similar outcome we had against another school earlier in the season.
Looks like that might have been Olivia Franceschino with the goal.
Yep. With 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the period. Hunterdon Central is trying to notch that 7th goal to keep the running clock rule for the game.
Looks like Hunter and Central here trying to get this ball back inside.
Very late goal for the Belvidere County Cedars.
Still 7 minutes left. Cedars is still looking for a goal.
And Cassie Stallwood helping lead the Central Red Devils 7-1.
Goal for your Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
I think that was Cassie Stallwood
Yeah, Cassie Stallwood there.
with the final touch.
Great goal.
By number 9, Cassie Stallwood.
Cassie Stallwood, who is a tri-sport athlete
Softball
for Central.
and
Softball
basketball.
and basketball here.
Ooh,
Looks like that is some.
that's a bit of rough play. Could they possibly rule a green card?
Looks like it was just easy trip, and looks like they give Hunterdon Central the call there.
The running clock rule is now in play as the clock is now at 5 minutes and 55 seconds.
Hunterdon Central here, getting this ball inside. Jelly Schnell looks like she wasn't ready for it.
Edo with possession. Passed it to Cassie Stallwood, trying to get in for a second goal. Edo regained the possession. Belvidere has been trying to limit this offensive opportunity that Central has gotten themselves. And the possession is now within number 13 of the County Cedars, Madeline Cardos. As Sloan Coddington regained possession from Hunterdon Central,
Good move there by Coddington to get between those two defenders.
To Cassie Stallwood. I know Cassie pretty well. I played middle school softball with her. She's a really good catcher, very good outfielder. She's a complete player for softball. Very good. Super athletic. She's very good with her endurance.
What position did you used to play?
I was usually outfield, but now I can pitch, but I don't play sports anymore, unfortunately. But
bowling?
I have a condition called postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is not fun. It's because of a thing called salt. I don't eat enough of it. Not good. But hey, I get to do something I love. I love talking about sports. I love watching sports, and I find the place I belong at HCTV.
That was a great move there by Sienna DePaulo, getting that ball upfield for Central.
Yeah, with 4 minutes left in the period, Hunterdon Central is going to try and maintain this possession and run out the clock to maintain their 6-goal lead against the Belvidere County Cedars.
You can see Ollie Joffrey there with the ball. Looks like
Posma.
Joffrey rips this one upfield.
Yeah. We might be having a potential interview later on.
Looks like Edo here. Trying to get this one inside the arc. Oh, it looks like Edo there. Tripped. Hard fall. No foul there whatsoever.
Was she attacked from behind?
Looks like she just tripped over someone's stick.
Yeah. I don't think they would call that. But we're seeing the boys soccer team rolling in their all pink attire. I think it's a pink out event.
It is youth night tonight.
Oh,
at
really?
Stewart Field for boys soccer.
Definitely an important night. Getting the kids to appreciate high school soccer.
Yeah, with clubs like FC Copa here will be.
Yeah, FC Copa is a pretty good program.
A lot of players on the Red Devils are part of the Copa program.
And I know one player, I think Dylan Mahalski is on Entry Premier, but I think he's on JV.
Looks like Luke Christensen, center back for Hunterdon Central Soccer, plays on FC Copa as well as Rich Rizzaller, CDM.
Center mid.
And Owen Mayrides.
Hunterdon Central prevented a Belvidere offensive opportunity. Way to go by Danica Pottinger trying to protect the house.
With 2 minutes left, Belvidere at this point really just trying to not embarrass themselves here at Stewart. 7-1 loss is a tough loss for them after beating Pingaree 2-0.
I think it's our biggest goals notch this season. I think our second biggest, or our current biggest before this game, was 6-1 against another school. I do not remember the school we beat 6-1, but this is going to be the biggest goals scored by the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Usually we keep our games close with 1-goal deficits.
Yeah, well, that's great for the Central program, especially for a Hunterdon Warren Sussex games, trying to get this as far as possible. Good shot there, good cross there by LeBar, getting that one in the middle. Just can't find any of her teammates there to finish for her.
Like I said earlier, Hunterdon Central were expected to win this game, especially against their opponent, Belvidere. Belvidere played earlier in the season on September 19th, where they notched 4 goals against them and had 2 goals by Belvidere. With 50 seconds left in the game, Belvidere's only chance is to possibly get another goal to keep the running clock rule to end. But unfortunately, time is not in their favor. Many whistles were called during this play. Ooh, danger. Mayday.
Looks like Central bring this one backfield. Jelly Schnell trying to get to this ball. Looks like she'll get to it. Good move there by Schnell.
With 12 seconds left, can Central keep the possession and prevent a Belvidere breakaway?
See Stallwood there. Getting this ball upfield. Just trying to waste the last 2 seconds. This looks like a 7-1 victory for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils at Stewart Field against the Belvidere County Cedars. And stay tuned for a post-game interview.
Hello, Amanda. Congratulations on that 7-1 win against Belvidere in a massive tournament like Hunterdon Warren Sussex. What is the keys to cohesion for Hunterdon Central as a team?
I feel like everyone earned that goal 7-1. Everybody participated. It wasn't just one person. We have a lot of people who got a lot of points today. I think it was a very good teamwork effort today.
So after high school, what are you going to be doing with your field hockey career?
I will be attending Rider University where I'll be playing Division I field hockey. It's right up the road.
That's amazing. Good job on that Division I commitment, and thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
And that was Amanda Walker. Thank you for tuning in to Hunterdon Central Television. Final score was 7-1 Hunterdon Central against Belvidere County Cedars. But stay tuned for soccer.